I think I was just flat out scared. Just didn't know what people would do if they heard the way I felt.
You write that one day, quote, I'll look an interviewer right in the eye and tell him or her the unvarnished truth. Is this that day?
It is. It is. I have to call it like it is. And hating tennis was a deep part of my life for a long, long time.
Desde criança que o seu pai, Mike Agassi, imigrante de primeira geração do Irão, programou o filho para o ténis, colando-lhe raquetes de ping-pong às mãos quando ainda era bebê, encorajando-o a bater em tudo o que encontrava pelo caminho. Aos 6 anos de idade já treinava 4 a 5 horas por dia.
Your dad had a burning desire to have you be the #1 tennis player in the world. What drove him to drive you so hard?
Well, I think he drove me hard because he drove himself hard. And tennis was a passion that he had from when he was a little boy himself. And he saw it as the quickest road to the American dream for his kids, something that, you know, he wanted for his family.
Andre, how do you like the game of tennis?
Fine.
Mas, segundo o livro, não era isso que sentia. Ele queria desistir, mas tinha medo de contar ao pai, a quem chama Pops.
Did you ever look at your dad and say, Pops, I hate this. I hate it so much. Please don't make me do it?
No. I needed to do it for the family. Possibly an unnecessary burden for a child, but one that I definitely carried.
What do you think he would have done if you had said that to him?
You don't have to love it. You're going to do it. This is what we do. This is what you're going to do. You're born to be a tennis player. You're going to be the best in the world, and that's the end of it.
Ser o melhor significava fazer-se à estrada, viajar para participar em torneios todos os fins de semana. No resto do tempo enfrentava a feroz máquina de bolas a que Agassi batizou de o dragão.
It was really scary, especially to a 7-year-old.
Shooting tennis balls at 110 miles an hour at a 7-year-old boy.
110 miles an hour because my dad put a souped-up engine in it. We didn't have ball machines that hit the ball that hard back then.
He was a maniac.
He was a mad scientist as well.
Was it at that age you decided, I hate tennis?
It always came with a level of anxiety. It always came with a level of pressure. None of it really made sense to me. I don't ever remember really not hating it.
Ele descreve o pai como sendo propenso a acessos de raiva e tão obcecado com o ténis que chegava a achar que a escola interferia.
What was your father's attitude towards school and education?
Unnecessary. Unnecessary. Takes up too much of the day because we should be hitting tennis balls. We could literally be driving to school and he could strike a deal with us to turn the car around as long as we get out there and go play additionally. He just never thought a whole lot of it. And neither did I.
Foi enviado para a Academia de Ténis Nick Bollettieri, na Flórida, aos 14 anos e desistiu da escola no 9º ano. E quando Agassi telefonou ao pai a perguntar se deveria passar a profissional aos 16 anos...
It was like, hello, who am I talking to? What are you going to do, be a doctor? You don't go to school. You take the money and turn pro. And while he was right, and while I probably knew I would make that choice anyhow, he just didn't quite like the way he put it. You know, it just was...
André Agassi estava rapidamente a tornar-se um quebra-corações do ténis. O seu visual de estrela pop e o equipamento fora do vulgar chamavam as atenções. E valeram-lhe patrocínios lucrativos como este.
Image is everything.
There's the passing shot.
Mas agora ele diz que a sua imagem era uma fachada, incluindo o cabelo que lhe começou a cair aos 17 anos. Então colocou extensões, com receio que as pessoas soubessem a verdade sobre a sua juba de marca.
What this could mean if people found out, or what does it really mean to my endorsement companies? What's it mean to my overall image? What's it mean to me? What's, you know, I was living a fraud. I mean, I was just living in a hell.
Quase descobriu quando chegou finalmente à primeira final de um Grand Slam no Open de França de 1990.
This is a different Agassi that we've seen.
Na noite anterior aconteceu o impensável. As suas extensões caíram praticamente todas no duche e Andrei e o irmão colocaram-nas freneticamente no sítio com muitos ganchos.
First time I ever really prayed for anything as it related to a result. I was praying not for the win, but for my hair to stay on.
Were you afraid it was just going to fly off?
Scared the heck out of me. I kept envisioning what this would be like if my hair just flew off and landed. Like, what would I do? Would I go over and kill it, or would I quickly put it back on? Would I take it home and name it? I don't. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't have a plan for what I was going to do, which is why I was trying to move less and less.
Because the last shot, you just sort of stood there.
Oh, yeah. When the match was over, I had won.
Just because your hair had stayed on.
Because my hair had stayed on. One of the trials and tribulations of my journey.
Nos 2 anos seguintes passou a maior parte do tempo a esforçar-se em campo, mas depois surgiu a inesperada vitória de Wimbledon, a primeira vitória num Grand Slam. A sua segunda grande vitória chegou 2 anos depois. Os seus rápidos passing shots em cima da linha ajudaram-no a conquistar o primeiro Open dos Estados Unidos. Foi o início de um período de 26 vitórias consecutivas que lhe valeram o número 1 mundial do ranking. Agassi estava claramente lançado e ele esperava continuar assim 1 ano depois, na final do Open dos Estados Unidos em 1995. A namorada, Brooke Shields, que o convencera a rapar o cabelo, estava presente. Perdeu para Pete Sampras.
I hit a big wall. Lost interest, lost desire, lost inspiration is what I really lost that day.
Your life really went into a tailspin after that, didn't it? And it lasted quite a while.
Yeah, I got disinterested in tennis.
Ele diz que não se interessou praticamente por nada nos 2 anos que se seguiram, nem mesmo pelo seu relacionamento, receando que ele e a futura mulher não fossem compatíveis.
It seems that you really didn't want to be married to Brooke Shields, and yet you did it.
You know, I was also in a life that I didn't want to be in. I didn't want to be playing tennis either, you know, so my life was filled with things I didn't want, things I didn't choose, you know, and part of it was an inability to really find a place for anything, really.
Segundo o seu livro, quando o seu assistente lhe perguntou se ele queria apanhar uma pedrada e lhe ofereceu um pó branco, uma droga ilegal altamente viciante chamada metanfetamina, André estava de tal modo em baixo que aceitou.
He agreed.
My decision was, why not? Can't feel any worse. There was a sadness that came with it initially, followed by, you know, the energy and a chemically induced reconnection to life. I was looking for anything to make me get off the couch, to make me, you know, re-engage in life.
Did you think about the ramifications of doing it while you were doing it?
Of course not. How do you think about that? I knew what I was doing, but tennis wasn't a concern to me because I didn't care about tennis. You know, my own body wasn't really that much of a concern to me because I didn't think that highly of myself.
You write that during that summer, I guess, or during the following months, you and your assistant got high a lot. How many times did you do crystal meth, you think?
You know, it was a foggy time in my life for a lot of reasons. The simple answer is I don't know. I did it way too many.
About?
Katie, I wouldn't be able to put a number on it. What I can tell you is I did it for a good part of 1997, better part of the year, starting early in the year and ending deeper into the year. You know, so it was way more than it should have been.
Ele escreve que ninguém próximo de si sabia do seu consumo de drogas, mas depois de perder na primeira ronda de um torneio na Alemanha, o treinador fez-lhe um ultimato. Ou ele desistia do ténis ou começava de novo. Ele decidiu começar de novo.
And I said, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to choose this. I don't have to. I can quit right now. My dad's not choosing it. This is my choice and my choice alone. And I made the decision right then and there that I'm going to choose to fight this battle, and I'm going to choose tennis.
Is that the first time in your life you felt it was your choice?
Yeah, it's the first time in my life. 27 years old, ranked 141 in the world, and in a marriage that I shouldn't be in.